play a bump. Do you have a bump? Okay. All right, ready to fade up on 4. Ready to mic and cue talent. Ready to fade music in. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fade up on 4.
You're watching The Roundabout, and joining us today is the multi-talented Will Wood. He is a student here at William Patterson, a singer-songwriter and leader of the band Will Wood and the Tapeworms. Welcome to The Roundabout, Will Wood.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Doing all right, doing well, doing okay, managing, getting by, all that.
Love this outfit. Are you
Sorry.
okay?
No, I'm just a little nervous. I get this way sometimes. It's just nothing. It's fine.
There's nothing to be nervous about.
Okay.
So tell me, what was a defining moment in your life? Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. No, keep going. It's fine. Keep going.
What was a defining moment in your life that made you decide that you wanted to be an artist and play music?
Well, I never had I mean, I've had phases and stuff, but whenever I start something, I have this habit of just getting sucked into it. And so when I was 13 or 14, I had an episode of hallucinations that I had no choice but to freak out over. And so I was like, I know what to do. I'll write a song about it. I don't know why that's the path that I took, but it happened. And I wrote this terrible, awful song. And I was like, this is a great song. And I never really stopped doing that. And so now I just, I write terrible songs and go, this is a great song, and feel better about what I wrote it about.
You actually don't write terrible songs. You write amazing songs. I went on your YouTube and your page, and it's great music. Have you ever taken any music courses or anything like that?
I studied classically when I was really little, but I mostly just faked knowing how to read music. I kind of just, I've taken some classes, but I don't really like the way music education happens because it's kind of it's a little structured, and I can't. I broke your plant. I'm sorry. I'm just screwing everything up.
It's okay. It's okay.
So where were we?
Ready, 1. Take 1.
You were telling me when you started to play music as a child. Did you have anyone that inspired you? Anyone that you looked up to? I saw you have 12,000 views on one of your videos, which is amazing.
Yeah, I really like. I really like. I like some of the avant-garde and the
very avant-garde
and the experimental side of rock music and related things. I listen to a lot of Bobby Vinton. Bobby Vinton is one of my favorites. Blue Velvet, Mr. Lonely. Those are the days, man. Things were just simpler, and you didn't have to you could just sing a song about being in love with someone. It didn't have to be filled with poetry. You didn't have to be all I don't know. It's just you could just say words.
But I think that's what you do now. You say words, you recite poems.
Yeah, that is what I do. But it would be great to be able to, just I don't know. I saw Bobby Vinton. He plays a mean clarinet, great polka stuff, fantastic.
When you're on set, what do you think about? What's going through your mind when you're on set, when you're playing, before you go on a show?
I don't really think very verbally when I'm in that state. It's all like images, and not even quite images. Somewhere between an image and a sound will pop into my head, and it will symbolize something else, and that symbol will connect to another one, and I'll end up in this weird, almost meditative, altered state. And I guess that's kind of what happens to me before. I see patterns in this carpet that I'm certain are not really there.
You're not on acid, are you?
No, not right now.
Going back to the 12,000 followers, being successful in the music industry is very hard. What do you think has helped you succeed? What do you think sets you apart? Because there's so many people trying to do this.
Take 3.
I actually try. I know that sounds weird, but bear with me for a second. I think a lot of people,
Hey Jib, can you do a moving shot?
they believe what they're told, the notion of how it's hard or impossible to make music, how it's just a dream or it's just a pipe dream or whatever, what have you. And I don't think that's the case at all. I guess what I'm saying is that like you have two options. You have either believe in yourself and risk failure, or don't believe in yourself and guarantee failure. And so I chose the former, and I think you know, I don't know how successful I am or will be, but at least I have a chance, which people who refuse to let themselves try never get. You understand? Does that make
Was there
sense?
any time in your life where you didn't believe in yourself and you felt like you couldn't do this?
Yeah. Every now and again, I feel that way. Once in a blue moon, I feel like a friend of mine put it. A friend of mine who's also a songwriter put it as being that like the hardest part of being a songwriter is in between the songs, where you're just kind of go like, did I lose it? Am I ever going to do another one again? Is it ever going to be good again? And so every couple of days, yeah.
But that's amazing. You seem like you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
I'm definitely going to go check out one of your shows because I checked out your YouTube and your page and it looks awesome.
I'm glad. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. To learn more about Will Wood and his band, you can find them online at willwoodandthetapeworms.com. You can also follow them on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
When we come back, Will is going to perform one of his newest songs right here live in our studio, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I like
You also might be a host.
So Cole, tell me, what gave you the idea to do an interview where you're just talking to yourself in your own backyard? This isn't even your own interview.
Well, I'd say it's my interview right now, wouldn't you?
Well, I suppose it is, isn't it?
This face isn't mine, I'm looking like a mine. My boy, I can spare you a dime. Nickel for your thoughts, this appearance doesn't tickle. My fancy hat that's fickle, I'm a clown. I did brown, but now I wear my crown. This face isn't mine, I'm looking like a mine. Boy, oh boy, you sure are cool. Identity is spoiled. But boy, I can spare a dime. Maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that. But I know I'm a clown. I did frown. This face is mine, I'm looking like a mine. But boy, I can spare you a dime. A nickel for your thoughts, this appearance doesn't tickle. My fancy hat that's fickle, I'm a clown. Boy, boy, you're coy. The dream was soiled, identity is spoiled. I'm a clown and I did fine. Now I wear my crown. This face isn't mine, I'm looking like a mine. But boy, I can spare a dime. A nickel for your thoughts, this appearance doesn't tickle. My fancy hat that is fickle. Boy, you sure are cool.